I was gonna make a video about Avowed, and I was playing Avowed a shit ton. I have like several hours of footage recorded. But I changed my mind. I won't be making a review video about that game, because I played a lot of it. I would say around 25 hours, 30 hours. The combat, while at the start it was quite amazing with how it basically looked and feels. At the very beginning, might I add. Very fun. It looked like you could mix match a lot of weapons. Quickly kind of felt into the loop of doing the same things over and over again, because the same things would kind of work. But then at some point, the higher tier combat, if you had lower tier weapons, just wouldn't function and you would get your ass whooped. I know it's a progression thing, but the zones were not clear cut when that would happen. Also the exploration. At the start it felt very refreshing, until you realize it has the most generic kind of exploration ever. Loot behind every fucking waterfall, a cave behind a waterfall. Of course there's loot in that isolated castle that you can clearly see outlined by nothing around it. There's a watchtower with loot at the very top if you parkour up. It's a very generic game. The dialogue is also lackluster. The NPCs in towns feel lifeless. I was gonna make a more in-depth review, as I said. However, 2 games released. And boy did these 2 games take up all of my time. First of all, it was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and my god, I sunk so many hours. This game compared to Avowed was just immersion, like the immersion was just so fucking good with all the NPCs. It felt like the world was alive. The combat was stunningly amazing. The progression in that game, you spent hours and hours in just the first part of the town, exploring, discovering new things from NPCs and everything. It was so amazing. The interactions. You got properly immersed into the world. And then in the midst of all of my gaming of Kingdom Come also came Monster Hunter Wilds, and boy oh boy am I a sucker for Monster Hunter games. I spent so much time playing that fucking game as well. It was just insane. My longsword was back. I spent hours refining and brushing up on my rusty skills from World, hunting down Rathalos, making sure that all of my brain cells realigned and I could actually dodge and counter the attacks. The open world system was quite refreshing. It was also very painful on some parts with the game's optimization, however, it was still a lot of fun. But then I booted up Avowed again after all of that. And I played it for like 20 minutes and I dropped it again. I couldn't go back to Avowed after Kingdom Come and Monster Hunter. Is Avowed a bad game? No, it has its audience. And I thought I was part of that audience, but I clearly wasn't. There is like this clear distinction between people who enjoy Avowed and those who really religiously hate on it for many other reasons. I don't hate the game, nor do I like it. You should try the game out for yourself. It is on Xbox Game Pass. Give it those few hours if you can and see if the game is worth your while. If not, that's okay. Overall, this entire review video got butchered and now I'm here. So, Avowed, fellas.